Hi everyone. With all the shenanigans that are going on with Brexit, I thought it actually brings up a useful tip for me. Every time I hear the European Union asking Theresa May, "What is it that you want?" This reminds me of a particular session that I was running a workshop, and it's a tip that's been very useful for many coachees over the years. So I thought I would share it here. The purpose of this workshop was to help project and program managers influence people significantly more senior than them. It's about challenging and courageous conversations. And the particular situation here is someone who's 4 or 5 levels below a VP, and they're having to go to the VP and give them some bad news. And actually, that VP is going to lose 200, 300, 400 people. Not something that they're likely to react very well to, but it's still something that had to be done. So we're going through these conversations, and the actor is role-playing the VP in this instance. And the individual is really struggling. And I can see from the outside what's going on. Clearly, being inside that situation, the individual couldn't. But I could see that what was going on was they were not being clear of their ask. And my question to them was, pausing the scenario, was, what is it you want them, the VP, to do? And they always gave a very nebulous, would be the word that's de rigueur. They would always say something like, I want them to be on my side. And I would repeat the question, what is it you want them to do? Well, I want them to be supportive. I want them to go with where we're going. And I would maybe give up then, or ask one more time, what is it you want them to do? And generally, they're not actually getting the question. I'm realizing that being within this situation, there's such a lot of emotional content, they're not thinking clearly. So I have to rephrase the question, and the way I rephrased the question was, what is it you want them to physically do? Do you want them to pick up the phone to someone? Do you want to have them? Do you want them to have a specific conversation? Do you want them to write a check and change their budget? Go and give a presentation to their staff? What is it you want them to do physically? And then you could see the lights going on. Okay, I'm not being clear enough about my ask. And that is the coaching tip. The thing that makes a difference is be very, very clear about your ask, particularly if you are requesting something of somebody senior to you. It may not be that it's the seniority, but there may be something else psychologically going on that's just getting in the way of you not being clear about what your ask is. So that's a tip. Be very clear about what your ask is and get it down to what you physically want someone to do. And that will give you the clarity to move forward in those sorts of situations. And I think that's the clarity the EU wants from Theresa May that they're not getting. And that's what's causing the frustration in the situation. So that's a tip. I hope you found it useful. And I hope things clear up in Brexit land soon. And thank you. Bye-bye.